like go into your computer settings and tinker with some shit. I'm like, fuck all that. Fuck the background. I don't need the background right now. I'll do that later.
I feel you. I could probably help you out with that shit if you want.
Yeah,
All right.
you know. But yes, we are back. That ain't rap. We got a brand new CD haul. I've been doing these CD hauls for like the last couple months, and I'm still not finished. I got the last part of the holiday one coming up, and then unexpectedly, I picked up another haul last week. It was like over 150 CDs. Some of them are sealed up. Some of them are a lot. Well, just about all of them are out of print, and I didn't expect to get that, but there was a couple of joints I wanted in there. And the seller, shout out to him, DJ Nelson on Instagram. He gave me a sweet deal for them, so I couldn't pass it up. Still waiting for the third box. It came in 3 boxes. I got the first two on Tuesday, and the third one's supposed to be here today. Hopefully, the lady's outside, so I'm hoping she have it. Then I picked up some other stuff, some Grammy uh releases even before. I think I picked it up at the same time as the Hall too, but I picked up a couple of Grammy artists that won some trophies at the Grammys as well. So I wanted to show those off. I'm gonna do like 10 today. Then I got like a whole shitload of other shit that I didn't even go through yet. But I'm gonna do like 10 today. Like some of these I already know. Might be like one or two I haven't listened to yet, but I wanted to just to show them off.
Okay.
So my first one from the Grammy, I'm calling it the Grammy Hall. My first two are from the Grammy Hall. I got another one come. The other one is was supposed to be here. Um, we lost Reg. What's going on here? Okay, we got Reg back. My bad.
You good? That was actually my phone. My fault.
Reg, what's going on, yo?
I have no ideas. Like,
What happened, Reg?
yeah, I'm back. I'm back. My phone, as usual, my
I
stupid
was
ass
saying
phone.
the other one. I ordered another one. The other one is sold out right now. So that was supposed to be here yesterday. That's gonna come in March.
Okay.
That was actually what's his name? Harry Styles. His solo album. I like his solo album. It's a dance album.
Got you.
Um, that sold out. Surprisingly, that sold out, and it won't be here till March. But the first two from the Grammy all I got was the first one is Anderson .Paak Ventura.
Hey.
This album, I think this album is better than Oxnard. Um,
I don't know about all that though,
I
bro.
mean, to me, I'm gonna tell you why. Because with this album, I mean, Oxnard has some bangers, but with this album, I think the production is better. Yet Alchemist do the song "Make It Better" with Smokey Robinson. That's a dope song. I think I would love
Yeah.
to hear Smokey Robinson on like a 6 song EP, all produced by Alchemist. Because I feel like that song is like a is real soulful. It has like that Motown vibe to it from back when Smokey was on Motown. Love that
Right.
song. He has the first song "Come Home" with Andre 3000. Andre killed it.
Yep.
Brandy is on here on a track called Jet Black. That's a banger. Pharrell is on here. He did a track Twilight. That's a banger. Good Heels, even though it's a short track, but that's dope. Jasmine Sullivan is on that track as well. But I love the whole album. Nate Dogg is on here even on the last track. What can we do? I
Yeah.
think it's a complete album. Oxnard had some bangers, but Oxnard, I think I didn't like Dre's production on there because I felt like Dre, we don't have that. It wasn't chronic Dre. We got like this futuristic Dre now, and like the tracks he gave him on Oxnard was like more like had like that futuristic sound compared to like what Dre. I think and Anderson .Paak won 2 Grammys for this album already, so I definitely feel like it's one of his best albums.
Yeah, respect.
You know,
I'm more of
that's
an Oxnard person, but I can respect your opinion.
but I mean, we might have to review that then. We might have to review like both of these albums, but I felt like this one was the better one, and he was working on both of these albums at the same time, so
That
that's
is
what
true.
that's what's
Yeah,
crazy about that. This the second one from the Grammy All I Got is Lizzo. I like this album. I didn't really give her a chance when she first came out, but I kept hearing like a lot of people talk about her when she performed at Coachella, and I definitely think it's a banger. You know, she had Missy on here. She got Gucci Mane, Ariana Grande. You know, the production is dope. You know, she's multi-talented. You know, she plays the flute. I wouldn't call her like a lyricist, but she reminds me of Missy. She has like a lot of that Missy DNA in her music. I definitely think this is dope for people that want that alternative hip hop sound. And she won a couple Grammys herself. What you got? I'm gonna do like two. We do like two apiece.
that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I got a few CDs, a few vinyls. So I'm gonna show one CD, one vinyl for right now.
Okay. Okay.
The first CD is Dr. Dre Possess the Aftermath.
Oh, I'm supposed to get that too.
For real.
Yes, I'm supposed. That's supposed to come in the hall.
Okay. Yeah. Just to let y'all know, this is not a studio album. It's a compilation because it has Dre and a few of the artists that was on Aftermath at that time. Because, well, this album was released in '96. This is the
Right.
first release on Aftermath Records. This was when he left Death Row Records and shit like
Right.
that. Y'all know the story about that.
Right.
Um, Singles
Oh
albums
yeah.
known for are Been There, Done That, Love That Track, and East Coast, West Coast Killers. That was like a group therapy. It was a super group that consists of Scarface, KRS One, Nas, Be Real, and RBX. Very dope
Right.
track right there. That was released at the height of the whole East Coast, West Coast bullshit beef. Um, this was a good album. This was a good album.
Oh
But my only
yeah.
issue, because I'm gonna do a review on this album this month. My only issue was a bit too many R&B joints, but it wasn't as it's not Marley Marl and Control Volume 2 bad. Let's just say
Oh
that.
Lord.
Yeah.
That was horrendous. That might have been like the worst review we ever did alongside the Black first album. That was bad.
Oh no, that Lil Zane
Oh Lord.
review was the worst review I've ever done.
Oh
Lil
Lord.
Zane.
That'll go down in history as the worst album reviews ever.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I don't mean worse as in the actual album review. I mean like the album itself was bad. That was like horrendous just to review.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
But yeah. But just to let y'all know, um, this compilation is pretty underrated. If it has some
Right.
of Dr. Dre's best production, because he was
Mhm.
working alongside Buddha with this one. Um, I want to say this album is out of print. I want to say, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's out of
yeah. So expect a review on this month because I've been on like an Aftermath train lately. So Dr. Dre presents the Aftermath, released in 1996.
no doubt.
And my next album I'm going to show y'all. Fuck it. Diana Ross and the Supremes Love Child,
Ooh.
released in 1968 on Motown Records. Y'all should know who Diana Ross is. This is actually the first album I had with the Supremes. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the first album without Florence Ballard, one of the original
Right.
members and shit like that. Because she was replaced by Cindy Birdsong, who was part of Patti LaBelle and Bluebells and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. Love Child. I've not heard this album in whole, but I know the song Love Child, which was talking about like an illegitimate child. Very controversial track at that
Oh
time,
yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah, man. Like I said, I've not heard this album before, but I know a few songs on it. I'm trying to wait for Wikipedia to load up, but this Wi-Fi is acting up. Yeah, okay. So they were working with Ashford and Simpson, Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson. Y'all should know who
Right,
they are. They work closely with Marvin Gaye and Timmy Terrell. Um, yeah, this is like one of the this is when Motown was really going for that more psychedelic soul kind of sound. They didn't want to be like this poppy kind of label and shit like that. Yeah,
right.
man. Yeah, man. Also George Clinton, I think George Clinton also worked on with Diana Ross on a song called
Oh shit.
Can't Shake It Loose. Because originally he was going to sign to Motown Records, but believe
Right.
it or not, Berry Gordy passed on them because they were too ugly. Believe it or not. Yeah,
Wow.
watch the
But that was the thing
unsung.
back then. You had to be like a dime piece and
Yeah. So, like I said before, if y'all can find this album, must have in your collection. I've not heard this album, but I was like, you know what? It's Diana
right.
Ross Springs. Fuck it. So I don't know if it's out of print or not. So don't quote me on that.
But I mean, on vinyl it probably is because I mean I realized like the older it is, especially on vinyl, the more out of print it is.
Fact. Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it
Oh,
might be. I'm not saying it is people, but it might be.
yeah. And plus,
Yeah,
you know how Motown always want to release those albums on.
right. Okay, we lost Reg again. What is going on? Reg got webcam issues right now. Wait a minute, he'll be back. Mail lady, where's my mail? Okay, we gotta get Reg back.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I'm not used to
It's
doing this shit on my phone. My fault, but just bear with me.
it's all right. Next joint is this cat recently got in trouble. Actually, I seen TMZ a TMZ piece on him. He got arrested for something. I think it was battery or something like that. But I think he's a dope artist off of the Shady Records label. You know, Eminem's Peoples talking about 2003. Obi Trice, Cheers, dope album.
Ooh, okay.
Some teeth and shit hits the fan. You know, you got Bust on here, Dre, Eminem's all over this album. Nate Dogg, rest in peace to him.
Right.
Banks, this is during the G Unit era. Dope album. I think he's definitely slept on. I would say he's probably the best signing that Eminem had on Shady back in the 2000s. I mean Detour was cool, but I was more Obi Trice. You know what I'm saying? And definitely a slept on artist.
Yeah,
You know,
man. Very dope lyricist.
yes, definitely. The second joint, yeah, this album I've talked about this album before in the past. This album, the same year that DMX came out with it's dark and hell is hot. I had went to the record store to actually get that album. I had went to the record store to get this album, and I heard so much buzz about the DMX album that I ended up buying the DMX album instead. But this album I've been wanting to get since '98, and I never could get it. Never saw it in the stores after that. He end up going to jail for like 10 years for like drug trafficking at the airport over here.
Yep.
And I heard he's back doing new music, talking about John Forte, Polly Side. I think it's an underrated album.
We gotta talk about that.
That's the message. That was the first single, and I haven't heard the album. I gotta hear it because I haven't heard it yet. But um, definitely been wanting. I hope it's good. I've been definitely been wanting it since '98, and I'm glad I did get the DMX album instead. But I definitely had a. I thought Forte was dope on the Carnival album. What he did on there. I think he's another slept on lyricist. I think he could have went farther with his career if he didn't do that 10-year bid. But that's a whole different story. What you got, Rich?
All right, I'm gonna show two finals this time. Well, this one we recently did a review on months
Yeah.
ago. You're gonna love this one.
Um,
Um, one of the forerunners when it comes to like New Jack Swing, Boston, is Bell Biv DeVoe's Poison album. Finally got my hands on this
that's
album. Finally
classic.
got my hands because originally I was gonna cop this album when I was gonna do a review, but somebody already copped it. But fuck it,
Right.
yeah, man. Yeah, man, very dope album. I love this album. Bomb Squad was all over this fucking project.
Oh yeah.
Public Enemies production, in-house producing team.
Yes.
Singles album was known for was Poison, Do Me, I Thought It Was Me, and When Will I See You Again? When Will I See You Smile Again? Which I
Yeah.
prefer the video version.
Yeah.
And
But what's
she's
the
dope.
difference? I thought the video version was the same as the album version.
Oh no, the video version has more synthesizers, and it has that
Oh,
dun 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 intro, dun 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 dun
okay.
dun dun. It has that intro and shit.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, this. Besides that, this album we've reviewed this. It's a very good album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like this album, check out the WBBD Boot City, the remix album and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Um, this album was re-released by Get On Down in 2014, so if y'all can find it, must have your collection. This is Velvet DeVoe debut album Poison.
Most of their albums are out of print anyway. Poison is out of print. The remix
Yep.
album, Hootie Mac, all that shit.
Oh yeah. I already know Hootie Mac is already out of print and BBD.
Yeah.
Hootie Mac was just a bad album. That deserves to be out of print in my opinion. Yeah, man. But next album. I've been meaning to get this album for the longest. And this is like one of the albums, like a lot of these reviews, collection videos, I'm gonna review these albums 2020. And this is Onyx with Back the Fuck Up.
Oh,
Yep,
classic. I need
1993.
that on CD. I had that on cassette, but I need that on CD.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, this is 1993 JMJ under Rush Records. Yeah, I've already talked about all We Got Is Us, which in my opinion, All We Got Is Us is like one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. The best produced hip hop album of '95. Like they went crazy on that album. Back the Fuck Up. It's a classic. It's a good album too. But as much as I love this album, it's not touching All We Got Is Us. But we're here to talk about Back the Fuck Up. Singles albums known for are Throw Your Guns, which in my opinion has one of the best hip hop videos of all time. Slam, Shifty, and The Next Nigga.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this was when the group had Big DS on the group. Rest in peace to Big DS, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, Shy Skills and Jam Master Jay was definitely all over the production because if you guys know All We Got Is Us, Onyx basically produced the majority of the album and shit like that. With this album, you got production from Shy Skills, rest in peace to him, and Jam Master Jay. Again, rest in peace to him. So now with Back the Fuck Up, this is a very dope album. Very grimy, very ignorant, but in a good way and shit like that. Like these niggas were just saying what they want to say and shit. Like to this day, Throw Your Guns in the Air is to this day one of my favorite hip hop songs to this day and shit like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. And I have to say, if this album, I heard like a lot of this album gets compared to Run DMC's Down with the King and shit like that. Cause both Shy Skills and Jam Master Jay produced this album. And you know, Run DMC was accused of trying to act like Onyx around this time too. But
Okay.
yeah, I might do Down with the King versus Back the Fuck Up one day. I might do that one
Yeah.
day. But stay tuned on
I didn't
that.
like that album. Except for Down with the King and maybe like two other songs. I feel like they was trying to be like Onyx, and I feel like, but Back the Fuck Up was a way better album than that Down with the King. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah, man. Down with the King is in the quiet taste. Anything after Tougher Than Leather is in the quiet taste for me.
Right.
Yeah, like well, besides Crown Royal because that album is trash. But
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
man.
Oh
Back the
man.
fuck up. Yeah, this album was re-released in 2013 on vinyl. So if y'all can find it, must have your collection.
Yes. I need that. I need to get that on CD because that's out of print.
Yeah. So
Um.
next
Yep.
album is Heavy D and the Boys' second album, Big Time,
Yes.
1989.
Fire.
Uptown Records, MCA Uptown, I want to say. Yeah, man. Very, very, very dope album from Heavy D and the Boys.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to say this is like their New Jack Swing album, if you want to ask
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
Because this album was definitely Teddy Riley, man. That nigga's fuck Teddy Riley, by the way, but he's definitely one of the dopest hip hop producers, New Jack Swing, whatever. I just don't like Teddy Riley because I just feel like he can be shady as fuck sometimes, but that's another story for a different day.
Right.
Um, yeah, man. Singles album was known for was We Got Our Own Thing, Somebody for
Yes.
Me, which
Love that.
I love that song, Somebody for Me, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember
Album.
Heavy D actually guest starred on A Different World and shit
Uh-huh.
like that, and he performed this track. And I think this was the first time I actually loved this song and shit like that because fucking
Mm.
Dwayne was trying to like was performing behind him like oh man it was very dope episodes and
Right.
girls they love me that's a single as well
Oh
too.
yes. Love that song.
Yes, yeah, man, like very dope album, man. Like I said before, Heavy D and the Boys, well, Heavy D in general is just one of my favorite rappers, hip hop artists because it's entertaining hip hop and stuff like that too. And this was
Right.
the last, I think I want to say this was the last album with Trouble T Ward because y'all
Yeah.
should know he passed away during the making of Peaceful Journey and shit like that.
Right.
So yeah, man. Heavy D and the Boy, this album is out of print. So if y'all can find this album, must have in your collection. Expect a review on this album.
That's another joint I had on cassette that I need on CD, and that's out of print as well. So one
Yeah,
of my
man.
favorite heavy albums.
Yeah, and it's a surprise though because you would think like with the fan base that Heavy D has, like a lot of his shit was still in print. Like
Yeah.
I want to say like Nothing But Love, even Nothing But Love is out of print. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Most of his shit is. I don't think any of his albums are available now to buy.
Right,
You
and
know,
it's a damn
and they was
shame.
like out of print before he passed away. So now it's even worse.
Right, but it's all good. Real heads would recognize and shit.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
We
Shout
already
out.
did
You
this.
know.
We did the discography
Yes.
breakdown years ago.
I had to
So
do that because I grew up listening to him and always loved his music and seeing that man in concert like twice, unbelievable.
oh, you lucky
For a
man.
big guy like that to be dancing, doing better dance steps than his own dances, that was unbelievable.
I agree, definitely.
You know what I mean? Is it my goal?
It's your go.
All right. 2009. Got this album from this cat from down south, Houston, from the legendary label Swisher House, Paul Wall, Fast Life, dope album.
Okay.
Uh, some of the tracks was done by Travis Barker from Blink 182, and I like it. He has who's on Baby Bash is on here. You got Gorilla Zoe. You got Little Kiki, Webby, um couple of singles he got was "Got to Get It," "I Need Mo." "Daddy Wasn't Home." That's a dope track. He talks about growing up without a pops in his life, and "Lemon Drop." That's another dope joint with Baby Bash. Definitely a dope album. I'm into the Swisher House stuff, so definitely had to cop this. I don't think this one is out of print. This I got another Paul Wall album in the hall, but this one is not out of. I don't believe this is out of print though. But definitely dope album from him. This joint, I never was big on Cash Money. I'm still not big on Cash Money stuff except for Wheezy. But I have to give this artist out a try. I liked what I heard, and I think he's dope. Juvenile, Juvie the Great, 2003.
Okay.
Yes, Birdman, of course, is on here. Soldier Slim, rest in peace to him. Manny Fresh did a couple of tracks. I think it's a dope album. I got some
Hey,
other Juvie albums as well. The greatest hits and I think Reality Check. So definitely a dope album from Juvenile. Always, I like some of his. I liked some of his stuff before, like a lot of his singles that he came out. Of course, Back That Ass Up and High. The Down Bottom joint did with Dragon. So I've always liked a couple of his songs, and this I never checked out none of his albums till now though. So I was impressed with this. I believe this one is out of print as well. So yeah, it's Juvie Great.
got you. Okay. Yeah. All right. My. Let me see. Fuck. Okay, my phone's battery is acting up, but we still good. We still good.
Yeah,
All
a
right.
couple more.
Next album. Um, this album I've been meaning to get in my collection for the longest.
Right.
Is Nirvana was their
Oh,
debut album, Bleach,
that's dope.
released
That's
in 1989 on I want to say Sub Pop Records. Yeah, Sub Pop.
yeah.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know, Nevermind is not their debut album. This is. So
Bleach was their debut album.
Bleach was their
I thought I was
debut
like
album.
I thought that was the third album.
No, 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 no. This was their debut.
Okay,
Nevermind was their breakthrough album. This was like
right.
their debut. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, man, because when this album came out,
right.
it was not really successful,
Uh-huh.
but then it was re-released. It was re-released when Geffen Records re-released it after the huge success of Nevermind.
Right.
And that's because when it was originally released, it was only released on Sub Pop, but Geffen became like a distributor for this album. So that's how it was
Right.
re-released and shit. So
Okay.
yeah, just to let y'all know. Um, Singles albums known for was Love Buzz and Blue. Um, but also another song that was kind of popular was About a Girl, which was a pretty
Right.
popular song because they did like a remix version on the MTV Unplugged, the landmark MTV Unplugged
That's I remember
shit.
watching that.
Yeah, yeah, man. That in my opinion, that's the best Unplugged episode in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what
Right.
nobody says. Way better than
That
Eric
that would be.
Clapton.
Mm.
You said what?
Now I was gonna say that would be top three for me. Like that
Yeah.
one and the Uptown MCA joint and the one with Tribe and LL. That one was good.
Yeah, the Yo MTV Raps Unplugged.
Yeah, that one was good. That's like those three. I remember those three. Like I saw those like a lot.
Yeah, man. Another dope Unplugged episode that I would definitely recommend is what's Cat's name? What's Cat's name? What's Cat? Oh, Allison Chain. Another
Okay.
one.
All right. Did we lose Reg again? Reg, did we lose you, yo? Yeah, I think Reg is gone. We're having webcam issues right now. think we lost Reg right now. Reg, should be back, yo. All right. Let me see. I get Reg back here. Got like a couple more left. I'm gonna do like four more left. Waiting for Reg to come back, but got some dope shit coming. Definitely got four back-to-back episodes dropping this month, Black History Month. It's gonna be dope. Artist discography that's coming next week for great artists we're gonna be doing, and a couple album reviews, and I'm gonna be dropping more CD haul pickups. Got a lot more to drop. So yeah, that's what it is. And we're just having issues right now with his webcam. I don't know what's going on here. Still waiting for the mail lady to come. She ain't come yet. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I hear something. Nope, it was not the mail lady. Let me hit Reg up and see where he at. Okay. All right. Reg tell you we back doing four more. Coming from Cali, 1997 on Delicious Vinyl. This group, I don't know too much about this group. I've heard about them before in the past, but I haven't like actually like heard their album. So I believe they're under Mac 10. But this is the Who Riding album. I believe this is out of print. Definitely will be checking this out. Some West Coast gangster music on here. Um, this joint is another joint I haven't checked out yet, but it's another Swisher House release from '03, and it has it's called First Round Draft Picks. See that Swisher House with Mike Jones and Paul Wall. I don't know who the third guy is. Magno, I think his name has a bonus CD with chopped up remixes by Michael Watts, and yeah, definitely check this out. So 2 CD set. See that? Definitely check this out because I'm into the Swisher House beats and all that. So definitely will be checking this out. Um, this joint, shout out to Phil Flavor. That's the homie. You know what I mean? Never had no issue with him or no beef or nothing like that. So don't believe the hype. All those fuck boys out there talking crap. Don't believe the hype. That's the homie. He sent me this mixtape that he did, and has Royce the 5'9" on here, Dub C, Talib Kweli, Planet Asia. Dope mixtape. Shout out to you, Phil Flavor. Check out his podcast, Take It Personal podcast. I fucks with this. That's the homie, man. Shout out to him. This last joint I'm gonna do. I don't know when Reg is coming. I wanna wait for Reg, but he said it going without him. But this last joint I'm gonna do is Cat from Queens for Rockaway. Part of the Riot Squad. Unfortunately, he got killed a couple years ago. And this is the last album he put out. Chinks, Welcome to JFK. Got Stack Bundles on here. Rest in peace to him. Ty Dolla Sign, Jeremiah, uh, Nipsey Hussle is on here as well on a track called Hey Fool. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Um, last track on here is called Die Young. He got French Montana on here. So definitely production is tight. Um, I wasn't really big on Chinks when he was doing this thing with Riot Squad. It was all about Stack, but definitely left us with a dope album. So rest in peace to Chinks, Drugs. Shout out to Fort Rockaway, Queens. Dope album. Um, guess Reggie's here. Get Reg back on here. Reg, what
Hey man,
up?
what's
What
up?
happened?
Phone
Huh?
died. My phone
Oh, your
died.
phone died. Okay. It's all good. I
Yeah.
was about to end this shit. I'm like, I don't know if we're getting Reg back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna review these albums. I'm just gonna let my phone charge and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I do apologize for all this
It's all
bullshit.
good. It's all good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
That's
on.
oh, I just showed the last one, Chinks. Rest in peace to him. Welcome to JFK. I thought it was a dope album. Like I said, like I wasn't big on Chinks when Riot Squad was doing their thing. It was really all about Stack. You know what I'm saying? And but he left us with a dope album. You know what I'm saying? Like unfortunately he got killed or whatever. I think it was 2016 he got killed, something like that.
Yeah.
2015. And it was a dope album. He got Nipsey on the track called Hey Fool. That was a dope track, one of the best tracks on here. He got French Montana. He got Ty Dolla Sign, like we was talking about before. Stack is on here. So it's a dope album. This is my first time listening to anything from Chinks. I thought it was dope. And it's unfortunate that he left this too soon. But I don't know if this is out of print. I never like looked into any of this stuff, so I'm not sure if this is out of print or not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's on you.
That's on me. All right. Okay, so next album. Yeah, this is for my old school hip hop heads. I'm talking about, the originators, the Wild Style soundtrack. This was released in 1983 on, I want to say, Priceless Records, Animal Records. Yeah, man, Wild Style Records is definitely one of the first hip hop movie, influential hip hop
Oh,
movies and shit that was released in
again,
19.
like that.
You said what? You said
You hear
what?
me?
It's breaking up. Oh shit.
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna come back on. But you stay right there.
Okay. All right.
Try to volume up.
All right.
Let me.
You know what? Come on. It's technical difficulties with everything that's happening. Yeah, cause like I said, my webcam wants to fuck up on me and shit like that after last night. So I'm over today and shit. So I don't do nothing to nobody, but all this shit happens to me. Fucking all I want to do is do a fucking do these collections, show you off these collection lists and shit. But no, ah,
Yes, yes, I am back. Why is my camera on? Hold up. My cam is not on right now. What's going on here?
I can hear.
There I
Yeah,
go.
I can hear you and see you now.
Yes. I was having volume issues. I kept hearing like when you was talking, I was hearing the like static. I'm like, oh no, I gotta log out and then log back in.
Yeah, I understood.
My
I understood that.
Yes. I'm gonna show two more. I'm gonna show two more extra ones.
Okay. Let
Okay,
me.
what you
Let me.
got?
Yeah, I was gonna finish talking about Wild Style and one more and shit.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
very dope album.
Mm,
You know, all my Fab Five Freddy friends before
yeah.
he was known as the main host of Yo MTV Rap. He
Yep.
was a graffiti artist and shit like that, producer, and he was working on this album and shit like that.
Right.
Um, this song is known for hits like Cold Crush Brothers at the Dixie. Oh my fucking, oh my fucking god! I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
Just that Cold Crush Brothers alone, Grandmaster Caz, man.
Oh
That's
yeah.
like one of the best, the first Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Y'all do your research on that.
Mm,
And then you got shit like Grand Wizard Theodore with Gangbusters and shit like that. Um,
right.
yeah, man, it's just a fucking that early hip hop sound and shit. You know what I'm saying? So very dope album. It's been a while since I've seen Wild Style actually. So I
Uh,
might have to see if that's on streaming services or whatnot. So
yeah, that was actually on Netflix. I want to say like 3 years ago. 'Cause I saw it on Netflix.
yeah, you said it was on
But
Netflix,
it was on Netflix. But you know how Netflix switch up their data their menu. So it
right?
might not still be on the menu, but that's the first time I saw it was on actually on Netflix. I never saw it before then. But it was a good movie. Definitely if you're into like breakdancing and 80s hip hop, that's definitely the movie for you to watch.
Facts. After Wild Style, I think I've shown this album briefly,
Uh,
but it's Freddie Gibbs and Madlib with Bandana.
ooh, dope.
2019 it was released
Nice.
on I think it was like SGN record RCA records and shit. Yeah,
Right.
man. Very dope album.
Yep.
Freddie Gibbs definitely one of the best lyricists out there. I'm not like the biggest like Freddie Gibbs fan, but the nigga does
Right.
his thing. He does his thing and shit like that. And I caught this album, has some of Madlib's best beats. Yes, I
Mhm.
said it, some of his best beats. And
Right.
I like this more than Pinata. Dare
Right.
I say I like it more than Pinata. Um Singles album is known for was um Flat Tummy Tea, Crime Pays, love that song.
Mhm.
And to be honest and shit, yeah, it's crazy because Madlib made all the beats on his iPad. So that's fucking crazy and
That's
shit.
crazy.
So, yeah, man. Very dope album. I think I've done a review on Pinata years ago.
Right.
So I might do a review on this album very soon or just stay tuned. That's all I want to say.
No doubt. Um, it's my go.
Yes, you'll go.
I coming from Atlanta, got this dope DJ that put out like his classic mixtapes is the Gangsta Grill mixtapes and I like this album from '07. DJ Drama Gangsta Grills.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
got a lot of people on here. Little John, Wheezy, Willie the Kid, Lotta Darkman, T.I., Nelly, Twister, Outkast, Project Pat, 8 Ball and MJG, Devin the Dude, Twister, Young Buck, Banks, Yayo, um, Little Scrappy, Paul Wall, a whole bunch of people on here. The production is dope. and this was back when I was heavy on my mixtape shit. So definitely, I believe this is out of print. I want to say this is out of print. So if you can find it, definitely pick it up. Well, everybody that was into the Gangsta Grill series, he had countless mixtapes. I had a lot of those Gangsta Grill mixtapes, the Wheezy joints, I had the Pharrell joint, just a whole bunch. The Ti joint, I had like a whole bunch of them. So definitely pick this album up. Um, this next joint, I think this is like this artist, another dope MC from Atlanta. I think this is his last good album to me. Talking about Ludacris, Red Light District,
Okay.
definitely a dope album. Um, number one spot, I was my joint. He had the potion, blueberry yum yum.
Yep.
There's some dope joints on here. You know what I'm saying? I know how you feel about Theater of the Mind, but after this, to me, is when like that's when he started going downhill. But I think this is like a solid album though. So this is out of print. So definitely, if you can find it, pick it up. Shout out to Ludo.
No, I've never heard that album in full
Uh-huh.
though.
You never
Believe
heard
it
it?
or
Never
not.
heard the whole album?
I've heard bits and pieces, and I had mixed feelings about from what I've heard because it
Right,
wasn't anything like Chicken and
right,
Beer, Word of Mouth. With,
right.
in my opinion, Chicken and Beer is my favorite Ludacris album. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
Yeah, that was dope.
But, yeah, man. But Theater of the Mind, man,
Right.
that was like Ludacris going at his lyrical. He was just going to spin out bars on that shit. But
Yeah.
I agree with what you said about the album. But I'll peep out Red Hot District.
Do, do you have that one?
Which one?
Theater of the Mind.
No, I was almost gonna get it, but at this point, I might just get it
I'll
on Amazon on a good day.
I'll send you a copy. 'Cause I got a couple of doubles, so I'll send you a copy of that one as well.
All
And
right,
the
good
Mace one,
luck.
I'm gonna send you the sealed copy of Mace and the Luda. I got some other like doubles that came in the hole, so I'll send those to you.
All right, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you something later on. Probably March or April and shit. I got you.
Okay, cool, cool. It's all good. Um, yeah, but yeah. About I mean, Red Light District was dope. We had Pimpin' All Over the World. That was a big hit with Bobby Valentino and
Yep.
DJ Quick is on this album. We got who else? Dougie Fresh is on here. DMX. I don't remember the DMX joint. I gotta listen to this album again. I mean, it's been so long since I heard it, but I remember some songs on here. But that it was a dope album. It's not like you said, like Chicken and Beer and Word of Mouth are like my favorites. But I think like after this, he got shaky. I mean, Release That Be came out. He had Theater of Mind, and he was doing more movie and TV stuff. And I didn't that I want to say like the last joint after this that I liked. It wasn't even an album. It was a mixtape. It was the 20 was it 21 gigawatts mixtape or
Yeah.
something like that. It's called.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That joint was dope. That was a good project for him. But as far as albums, I haven't liked none of his albums since the Real Light District. So, and I got the other ones. The other ones came in that hall too, like Release Therapy and Theater of the Mind and shit. So I got those as well. But I won't be playing those anytime soon.
Respect.
You know, you know what I'm saying. But Luda definitely is a couple years. You could say he had him and Ti were like battling for King of the South. So
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. Just to let you know, I gotta get off at
Yeah.
4:30 because I gotta get ready for work. But I'm gonna show you
All
what I
right.
can up to that time.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, you could show more if you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much like showing like 12 already, so I'm good for this one.
Okay. Okay. I'll show you what I can up
You know
to
what I
that
mean?
time. All
Cool,
right.
cool.
Next album. I've been meaning to get this album for the longest.
Right.
I feel like this album has a lot of trivia, background history. It's a very tragic, but it ended up on a good note. It's The
Right.
Doors with LA Woman.
Cool.
Um, this is the final album with Jim Morrison. that was released in 1971 on Elektra Records. Singles this album was known for was um, "Love Her Madly" and "Riders on the Storm." Yeah,
Right.
man, and it's crazy because originally "Riders on the Storm" was not supposed to have been a single, but
Mm.
the producer, I want to say Bruce Botnick, he said that that was
Right.
a dope song for it to follow up with "Love and Madly" because "Love and Madly" was like more of like the commercial song. But
Right.
once I review this album, I'm gonna talk more about this album and shit. But
Okay.
yeah, after the release of the Soft Parade, which is the last Doors album I reviewed, they were going through all that controversy, and they dropped Morrison Motel, which, in
Right.
my opinion, Morrison Motel might be my second favorite Doors album. Might.
Okay.
And I'm gonna talk about that album sometime later on this month or next month and shit. But after the release of Morrison Motel,
Mm.
Jim Morrison, he was still going through his trial after indecent exposure. And
Right.
once that trial ended, there was like no motivation from like because the old producer Paul Rothchild, who produced all the albums except for this one,
Mm.
said he left midway through production with this album because he felt like he just couldn't bear the band no more, pretty much. So yeah, man. So that's when Bruce Botnick came about, and he just said that he wanted the Doors to go back to their roots and just play, pretty much.
Right.
So that's when LA Woman was pretty much like more of like a bluesy album because Morrison Motel and LA Woman, that was like them going back to their roots. But
Right.
LA Woman was just, it had a little extra special towards it, you know what I'm saying? And I think months after this album was released, Morrison died in Paris and shit, which I'm gonna talk more about that once I review this album. I don't want to talk too much, but all in all, very, very dope album and
Mm.
shit like that. It's a classic album by many. This is actually the 40th anniversary remastered edition, and they're pretty much going to remaster and re-release this issue because I noticed that they re-released all of the Doors albums and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah, man, expect a review on this album very soon. That's all I'm
Where,
gonna say.
where do you rank Strange Days?
That's my favorite album.
That's your favorite? Okay.
Yes, that one, Morrison Motel, self-titled, LA Woman, Soft Parade, and then Waiting for the Sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Next album. This is going to be a surprise to many of my followers, but you guys know me. I like a good R&B once in a while, but
yeah.
I think I'm going to really surprise a lot of people with this one.
Mm.
Cause I just seen this in stores and I was like, yeah, I gotta get this. I gotta get this
Right.
album. Drum roll, please.
Didn't. Oh, you did show me that. I remember.
Yep, Destiny's Child, Writings on the Wall, 1999.
Okay.
Um, this was released on, I want to say Grassroots, Columbia. Yeah, Columbia. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is the second studio album that was released from them.
Right.
Yeah, and this is actually the 20th anniversary edition, by the
It's
way.
20 years already for that album?
Yeah, last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Damn, I remember when the album came out. It don't even feel like 20 years for that.
Oh yeah, yep. Cause
Wow.
I remember watching those videos like "Say My Name,"
Yeah,
jumping. I remember seeing those videos when I was little. But
that's crazy.
yeah, singles I was known for was Bills," "Bugaboo," "Say My Name," and Jumpin'."
Right.
Yeah, there was like a lot of controversy when this album came out and shit like that. Cause you guys should know that when "Say My Name" was released.
Mm.
Pretty much Latoya Luckett and Farrah, they were still in the group. Wait, hold on. Was it no Latoya Luckett and Latavia? I
Right.
want to. I get mixed up with this stuff, but because fucking Matthew knows, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So they were pretty much out of the group at that time,
Right.
and Michelle pretty much joined the group, and that's how the main trio, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle happened. That's what the main trio is. And so that's
Right.
why if you see this album, you'll see like the extra members, shit like that. And there was like a lot of controversy when it came to like the first two albums because there was like a lot of personnel changes,
Mm-hmm.
business decisions, and shit like that. Pretty much, this is probably my second favorite Destiny's Child album. I'm yeah, be surprised. I do like Destiny's Child because
That's dope.
yeah, my sister grew up on this shit, so
Uh,
I was like, you know what? I'm just get the album and
now,
shit.
wasn't there? I don't know if it's true that there was a rumor that Latoya and Latavia got kicked out because they were dating the two members of Jagged Edge.
Yeah, there's like a lot. I have to do my research on that because there's like a lot of rumors, twists and
Right.
turns when it comes to that. But
Right.
yeah, man. All in all, this album and their first album, I want to say are my favorite albums from them. I
Uh-huh.
like the first. I would say this is my favorite album, maybe my favorite album. But
Right.
yeah,
I
that was
remember
better now.
the remix for Jump and had Bow Wow on there. He killed it.
I never heard the remix, so
Yeah. Yeah. Bow Wow was on the remix for that.
okay.
Yeah.
Man.
And I'm not into Bow Wow, but I just felt like he sounded dope on the remix for whatever reason.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. You said Bow Wow sounded dope on the remix?
Yeah, I think they have a video. I think that there's a remix video for that with because they all wearing white and Bow Wow has on white in the video and his hair is that's when he was like rocking the cornrows and shit.
There's something with the '90s when they always have to have them all white videos and shit. But I don't know, and it's always a remix too. But okay,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I, I I'll peep it. I'm gonna peep it one day.
yeah.
All right, I'm trying to fix my camera right quick,
So
but yeah, I think I got it. And you say you done for the day? You done right?
well, yes, I showcased like 12 of them. I don't want to go and dig for others. I'm gonna do those in another video. I got a
Okay.
lot of shit. I got a lot of shit. So I picked these out. I'm like, yo, let me just show these off and you know.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna show a few more because it's almost
Okay.
time for me to go to. It's almost time for me to go to work anyway. So,
Okay.
all right. Next album. I was kind of surprised when I saw this album and shit.
Right.
Now I gotta admit, I'm really recently been getting into this collective and shit like that. So I'm not like I don't have like the best knowledge about them,
Right.
but at the same time, I know my shit, and
Uh-huh.
I'm glad I got this album.
Mhm.
It's West Side Gun with Fly God. Fly
Oh
God is good
shit.
all the time.
You got Griselda.
Yes.
And that's the one that people shit on. They didn't really like count that as a Griselda release.
Oh yeah. Even
You know
West
what I
Side
mean?
Gun don't fuck with this album like that.
Right. The mixing of it was bad too.
Shit. Yeah. I've heard a few bits and pieces of this album and shit, but
Yeah.
that's the thing about the whole Griselda family. It's like crazy good.
I thought it was decent, like it's not like one of his best, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was cool, but a lot
Yeah.
of people won't care for it.
Yeah, I've heard of shit because they mostly like the other Fly God and shit, the other
Right,
Fly God one.
right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, this album right here, this was released in 2018 and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, I've heard a few bits and pieces from this. I never heard this whole album in full,
right.
and I just copped it 'cause I was like, yeah, I had to catch it, and it was at a good price too.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, like cause all of this shit is like out of print. So definitely you can find it for a good price. Definitely copy.
exactly. So yeah, expect to review sometime in the future. But Supreme Prop Tell
Mm.
that shit's
Oh yeah.
crap.
That was my favorite of what was that, 2018?
Yep.
That was my favorite, man. Great album. Classic album.
That's certified. I'll
Definitely. And 2018 was a great year for hip hop too.
for yeah, Pusha T Daytona too,
Oh
killing
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Next album. This for my classic rock heads right here. I got Kiss with their, I want to say, fourth studio album, Destroyer.
Okay.
This was released in 1976 on Casablanca Records. Yeah, man. This was actually the first Kiss album I have in my collection, which I'm kind of hyped about.
That's dope.
Um, Singles I was known for was Shout It Out Loud, love that track, God of Thunder, Flaming Youth, um, Detroit Rock City, very dope track, and Beth, which was
Right.
like I want to say their first ballad, I want to say.
Uh,
Yeah, this album right here was very different compared to their first three albums because it was pretty much like the commercial breakthrough was the live album Alive, which I need to
right.
get my hands. I could have had a chance on getting that album, but I had bills to pay.
Right.
So yeah, man. So this album came out right after, and it kind of piggybacked off the success of Alive and shit.
Right.
And it wasn't as dark and as and grimy as the first three Kiss albums
Mm,
and shit like that, but
right.
it's still respectable because after 1982, that's when they became trash and shit. But that's another story for a different day. Love this fucking album right here.
Uh,
Yeah, man. Kiss Destroyer. This was released in 1976. Yeah, still can have in your collection.
dope.
All right. Next album. I'm so hyped. I got this album and shit.
Uh,
This is from in my opinion, one of the most underrated hip hop groups of all time. Because
okay.
I don't hear a lot of people talking about them. And I
Mm,
feel like they broke down a lot of barriers in hip hop.
right.
Stetsasonic in
Oh,
full year
dope.
1988 on Tommy Boy Records.
80s
Fuck
rap.
Tommy Boy, by the way. Yeah, Stetsasonic, man. One of my all-time favorite hip hop groups of all time.
Mm,
Singles albums known for was All That Jazz. I know that was a single, which
all that
that
shit.
song, talking all that jazz, it was basically saying how sampling is giving like a segue to all these breaking doors for all of the other like older
Right.
generation that we're sampling from and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Respect that.
Yeah.
What else? You had songs like Sally, love that track, and Float
Yeah.
On. Yeah, man. Very, 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 very dope album.
Mhm.
Um, in my opinion, this is their best album, in my opinion. Stetsasonic is definitely their
Right.
first hip hop band too. Like
Oh yeah.
Daddy O, man, fucking Daddy O,
Daddy O.
one of the most underrated East
I,
Coast figures in hip hop history.
I met Daddy O. I want to say it was '07 or '08 in the summertime. Coming, I
Oh
was
wow.
going to me and my homeboy was going to the Adidas Superstore in Manhattan, and coming out and going to the subway. He was coming up the stairs, and I met him, and him and Bobby Simmons actually. Bobby Simmons was with him. Shout out to him. I grew up on Bobby Simmons Play with Vids show on public access TV during the '90s, and he was like showing a lot of underground like hip hop vids that Rap City wasn't showing. So shout out to Bobby Simmons and Daddy O. But they've always been a underrated hip hop group in my opinion.
Very underrated because yeah, man, like I love the roots, but when it
Yeah.
comes to hip hop bands, I feel like y'all should recognize Stetsasonic. Like if
Oh
I
yeah.
was to say they're the true definition of unsung, in my opinion.
Like, yeah, they need one on them. Definitely need an episode from them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the YouTuber crazy
Mm.
the content he did like the documentary on Stetsasonic, but
Oh,
yeah, I gotta peep that too. So
okay.
yeah, this album is out of print.
Yeah.
So if y'all can find this album, must have in your collection. Stetsasonic in full gear.
Dope. Dope.
All right. Okay, so I have about 7 more minutes left.
Okay.
Next album. Another album I'm so happy I have in my collection. This is from one of my favorite rock groups of all time. Um, it's like they were like that alternative post-punk, whatever you want to call it. It's
Right.
Talking Heads, Speaking in
Ooh,
Tongues,
nice.
1983. Very, very, very dope album. Very,
Mhm.
very, very dope album. Like, oh my fucking God. Speaking in Tongues. This was released on Sire Records. This was released right after Remaining Light, which again another that album, Remaining
Right.
Light, Fear and Music, and Speaking in Tongues, those are tied as my favorites Talking in Heads album. But
Right.
this album right here though, woo!
Oh
Jesus
man.
Christ, my fucking God. I'll put it to you this way.
uh,
Talking Heads meets the Minneapolis sound.
mm,
That's the
interesting.
best way to describe this fucking album. Like,
Right.
just from the track Making Flippy Floppy.
No.
Ooh! Dope ass song like Nothing Can Come Between Us. Dun 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 dun. Like, oh man, that's a dope ass track. And if I'm not mistaken, um, this album was like one of the most famous albums to date.
Right.
Singles album is known for it came out with it was like the commercial breakthrough. Um, Burning Down the House. You've heard that song.
Yes, I heard it.
Yep. It was the first track off this album.
Okay.
What is and This Must Be the Place, Naive Melody. Ooh, I love that track right there. Like home, never oh no. This album picked the right singles.
Mm,
Production was on point. Yeah, man. Like I would have to say, this is maybe my favorite Talking Heads album.
okay.
Like,
What you when you said that they have the Minneapolis sound. Were they influenced by is like did Prince have anything to do with the album, or were they influenced by Prince to?
they were influenced by him because
Mm,
if you just listen to the way they use the synthesizers and like the
right.
riffs, like when it came to like the bridges and the hooks,
Mm,
you're like, yeah, that's that Minneapolis, that print, the time, whatever you want to call it. Like,
right.
dope, very, very dope album.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a review on this album pretty much very
Okay.
soon.
What's the
Like,
name of the album?
speaking in tongues.
All right, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, man, like, and you know what's crazy? Because everyone always says Remaining Light. That's the
Uh,
best. I love Remaining Light. Don't get me wrong,
right.
but when I want to just get loose, when I just want to get like dance and shit like that, this is
Right.
the album, in my opinion, that just speaks volume and shit.
Okay.
Like, oh my. And also, if you're a fan of Talking Heads, check
Mm,
out the Stop Making Sense documentary concept film. Classic. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay.
Classic.
I'm gonna look for that.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I got about 2 albums, so I'm just gonna show show the rest of these and shit. Fuck it. Next album. I'm gonna go Motown with this one. This is from, of course, Miss Diana Ross herself,
Uh-oh.
but it's not like one of those traditional Diana Ross albums. This is one of
Mm,
my favorite yet
right.
underrated albums. It's 1977's Baby It's Me. That's
Ooh.
released on Motown Records. Um, Singles album is known for was Getting Ready for Love, Your Love Is So Good for Me. Damn, Diana was a freak around this time. Top of the World, and You Got This. You got it. Yeah, man.
Right.
This album, you won't really hear this album regularly being talked about as one of Diana Ross's best albums per se. But in
Right.
my personal opinion, I love this album. It has like a very R&B, adult contemporary feel towards it, like one of her most mature albums to date, in my opinion. This
Mm,
album and the Diana album, man, like
oh yeah.
classic,
Love that.
classic, classic. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Um, and you know what's crazy? Because I think this album was re-released, I want to say in Japan or in one of them European countries and shit like that. So
Uh,
you can tell it was embraced more in the UK than in the US and
of
shit like
course.
that. Because yeah, man. Because at this time, the adult contemporary charts were what was keeping this album alive. So Baby It's Me, 1977. If y'all can find this album, must have in your collection.
Nice.
All right. And the last album in my collection. This album right here, I was so surprised I caught this album. Is Dr. Dre with Compton.
Ooh. Okay.
This was released in 2005. But this album kind of pissed me off, and I'm gonna talk about why it pissed me off because okay, so
Mm.
Dr. Dre has been promising us detox for years and years and
Right.
years and years.
Right.
And at one point, we all just gave up on detox because he just said he wasn't going to release it.
Right.
So then, when the Straight Outta Compton came out, you know, the NWA biopic, that's when you've been hearing bits and pieces about this album and shit like that.
Right.
And if you guys hear like the album, you would hear the song Talking to My Diary,
Yeah.
Talking to
I
My
like
Diary
it.
and shit like that, which was played in the movie. And
Yeah.
so that's when I think it was like a week before the movie came out, this album came out. But
Mhm.
here's the thing, this is what really fucked up. It was only released exclusively on Apple Music. So
What?
you mean to tell me we've been waiting for an album since 2001, and you only gonna
Mm.
drop it in Apple Music and the iTunes store? Okay, Dr. Dre, okay. But
Oh boy.
I've heard I'm gonna do a review on this album.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I yeah, man, because I got it on vinyl too, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Right.
Because I never heard the whole album in full, but
Mhm.
I heard like he had like a lot of guest appearances from Anderson
Yeah.
.Paak, Snoop,
Mhm.
Kendrick Lamar, The Game, Eminem. So yeah, expect a review because I'm gonna do a lot of Dr. Dre reviews coming up. I pretty much have all of his albums. Although
Right.
I'm gonna get Chronic 2001 again because I have the clean version of that album, and I got that
Right.
when I was young. So pretty
Right.
much I'm gonna get once I get the album again, I'm gonna pretty much review the album. So
Okay.
Compton 2015 must have. Well, if you're a Dr. J fan, you should know what it's about.
I like some of the songs, like Animals. I think Premier did that.
Yeah, he
And
did.
I like talking to was it Talking to My Diary? I like that joint. And
Yep.
there's a couple others, but I don't think it was like a great album compared to, Chronic and Chronicle One.
Well, I'm gonna peep the album out and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna have to end it off right here, Chuck. I gotta get ready for work.
All
But
right. Well,
thank
this
you
was
so
fun.
much. I'm so sorry about all the technical
It's
difficulties.
all good. It's all
Yeah,
good, man.
man.
We
And
doing the Roots discography next week.
yeah, I
I'm
just
looking
ordered me
forward to
a new webcam too. So
it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do some tests. I'm gonna do some test runs on that, and I'm definitely gonna let you know about the Roots discography.
Oh,
And from this point until I get my new webcam, cause I got another review I'm gonna do tomorrow.
okay.
I'm just gonna film the reviews on my phone until I get my new webcam and shit. So
All right.
yeah, man. So I'm
Okay.
gonna hit you up later, okay?
All right, cool.
All right.
All
Peace.
right. Peace. That's it. That's the CD Hall #4. I will be doing part 5 probably like March. I'm gonna do these like once a month. But yeah, we got Roots discography next week, and we're doing another album review after that, and I'm gonna do something special for Kobe. You know, once I find out once they release the details of his funeral and all that. But stay tuned for that. It's your boy Try, Danny Rap Podcast. Peace.